Hey, buddy. All right. So I went through all the options. I've got everything set up, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to play. So I think what we do. You were Putin and doom scrolling Reddit. That's a bad habit. You should stop scrolling Reddit. Um, yeah, you can give me all the advice you want. I I doubt I'll take any of it, but I'm not against advice. I'm trying to think. So there's classes in this game, and then more importantly, I think there are subclasses. And so what I want to do is pick my subclass, like read the subclasses, and then work my way backwards from that point. Because I don't want to like decide my race and subrace and everything and blah 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 before I know what subclass I'm ultimately going towards. Having said that, Dragonborn are definitely cool, but I don't personally, my immersion breaks a little bit. Like, they look awesome. I just don't know how I would feel about me being that. If you have any you are deciding between, I can help you pick what will feel better to play. But most classes, yeah, I assume everything's essentially viable. I'm not playing on a difficulty. I think I'm just playing on normal. So I doubt any class or combination of things is going to be like, oh, you can't beat the game now. I'm not trying to play on a super hard difficulty. So my problem with Dragonborn is there a randomizer right here? Is none of these speak to me. Wait, are these all women? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, like, that's a big head. They look cool. They would look a lot cooler if they had like built-in shoulder plating. But yeah, they just don't really speak to me in any way. Now Dwarf. Dwarf is where it's at. Dwarf, let me see. You said I can change the armor. Where's that at? Where do I see different armors at? Oh, not now. You can't see it during. I understand. I will get different items. Thank you. I've been playing RPGs probably longer than you've been alive. But dwarves are hush it, Grandpa. Yeah. Go yell at a cloud. I will and have. Dwarves are fucking cool. That's not cool. That's not any dwarf I've ever read about. Jesus. What is going on? Where's the... Stop it. Stop it. No. No. Okay, maybe we don't want to be a dwarf. Human is always just there. Human's always there. Half elves are cool. Like a half elf sneak attack bow user. That's always good. In every D&D game I've ever played, that's always good. Elves are too fancy for me. Drow, I imagine, come with, like, annoying disadvantages. Or they'll be, like, locked out of whatever class I want to do, like Paladin. Drow have no disadvantages in this version of D&D? Very nice. So they can be a Paladin? Oh, the game being racist against me is fine. I'm perfectly used to that by now. But, I don't mind that at all. It's a fantasy setting. You can be any class and any subclass as Drow. Wow. I'm not terribly concerned with flavorful interactions. Oh, they can even be clerics. I think my brain is really still in original Neverwinter Nights mode, which I believe was D&D 3.0, if I recall, or maybe even 2.5, but I don't think so. I think it was 3.0. You have texted me a GIF of a somewhat attractive drow woman. Is that your character? Is that what you play as? Neverwinter Nights was original 3.0? Okay. Oh, it's one of the companions in the game? Okay. Well, you know, she got a goofy nose, but she's hot. I've never played Bard ever, except for Rift, the MMO Rift. Bard was really fun. Bard typically though just upsets me in these type of games. So let me spell it out. All right, let me get the subclass. I want to be like a two-handed sword wielding, or not sword, but like a two-handed weapon wielding. I will parry God warrior. That's a dwarf, right? I like that. That's very cool. Or I want to play like a less offensive, more defensive with a couple of heals paladin, you know, with some party buffs. That's very exciting for me to play. Dual wield barbarian is always a cool concept to me. Typically in D&D, that doesn't get me very far because typically barbarians are limited from wearing armors. They can wear light armor in this game. Oh, and medium armor. Ooh, dual wield, medium armor barbarian sounds really fun. And also, I enjoy like sneak attack, range builds for rogues, or just trying to go full dual wield dex monkey ranger with like all the buffs you can stack with 2-weapon fighting and ranger. Barbarians can scream at people in conversations. Sure. There's an absolute god gamer sneak attack ranger rogue multiclass. There always is. Like, that's low key. Like, my brainworms that tell me you just do a lot of damage. Just stop. Just do a lot of damage. Build a character that does a lot of damage. I know that's always there. And it takes a lot for me to like not just do that every time. I'll play that like the sneak attack ranger rogue in another playthrough, but I don't like doing it my first playthrough because it kind of ruins things, is my experience. Because it just one-shots everything. It'll like it. I imagine it one-shots bosses in this game. I haven't even played this game, but I've played enough D&D games to know that that type of build just walks through the game. Bow staff monk, like tank monk build, is also always in the back of my head. So my biggest advice is that being a class at once higher charisma makes playing as a main character a lot more immersive. Oh, we don't care about that. Thank you though for that advice. Yeah, I actively want to fail like conversation options and stuff. And that's another thing that's like kind of too good always in these games is the ability to just make every single NPC in the game world do what you want them to do. And the game just kind of ends up playing itself. So I'll stay away from that. Like I'll have some middling charisma, but I'll never do like charisma builds to start off with. And I'll never do like the sneak range attack builds to start off with. Everything else is kind of on the table. Oh, and like god mages. God mages I find super boring. Just mages that walk around and every party member becomes a mage, or Jesus, I can't talk. Every party member becomes a meat shield, so your one god mage can just one-shot everything. I find that really boring too. I more or less, like, the reason I'm not playing on a hard difficulty is because I like having a party of kind of bad characters. Like a couple jack of all trades. And just kind of figure the game out and meander through things that way. Whenever I get my rogue party member, I will just make sure they can open every locked chest I come across, essentially. And that's like kind of the one gimmick thing that I always end up doing. Or maybe disabling traps. Because getting one shot by traps in certain dungeons I always find super obnoxious and toxic. You don't spoil anything. But let's look at subclasses. Is there a way to look at subclasses? Where was it? I had it. Where the hell is the sub? It was all right here on the side. Yeah, I know you don't get your subclasses yet on character creation, but it doesn't even let you look at them yet. So you can't like kind of plan where you're going. You can't preview them. Unless I go to a third-party website. Well, that's buns. Okay. Well, Paladin has subclasses. You fight on the side of light in the cosmic struggle against darkness to preserve the sanctity of life and the beauty of nature. Sure. You get an AoE heal. Okay. Special subclass features. Oath of the Ancients Paladins abide by the following tenets. Kindle the light through acts of kindness and kindle the light of hope in the bleakest hollows of despair. Oh, and in this first playthrough, I'll always be Paragon. Like I'll be a nice boy, more or less. Unless a particular character like is really obnoxious, I'll be a nice boy. And then I'll play it again, like just go full degeneracy on the second playthrough. There is essentially a free respec where you can completely restart fresh early in the game. Okay. Well, I mean, I probably won't do that anyway, so we'll just pick something and roll with it. But I do kind of I do like having, you know, a good amount of information to make my decision. I just wish it was provided in-game. Shelter the light. Wait, what was it? Enkindle the light? Kindle the light. Through acts of kindness and kindle the light of hope in the bleakest hollows of despair. Oh, did you see my hoodie? It's pretty warm. It's probably too warm. I'm going to take it off soon. I don't know what kindle the light means. It reads as if through acts of kindness, I must have some sort of aura or group buff, and it gets stronger the higher my Paragon rating becomes. That's what it seems like to me. Shelter the light, where love blooms, stand against the devilry that would snip its stem. That doesn't tell me anything. I really don't like this in some games. I fully understand you want to like put immersive things in the details, and this is really nice, but there should be like a little button right here that I can hit or mouse over that just tells me what the fuck it is. Like what do they mean? Because I don't know what any of this means yet. Preserve your own light, delight in culture and small joys, preserve the light in your own heart. So, I've played a lot of video games in my life. I'm assuming what this means is there are 3 buff options, and I can only have 1 active at a time. That's what I'm going to guess that means, but I have no idea. These are the types of actions you are supposed to follow to keep your subclass. Oh. So this isn't an ability. Okay, yeah. Well, I understand, like, yeah. You have to be a good boy to be a paladin. I get that. So this is the only benefit of choosing this subclass is you get an AoE heal. Okay. There are more later as you level. And there's no way to like preview that. There's no way to just see, hey, this is what you're picking. I really don't like that. Even in like Neverwinter Nights is literally 25 years old now. Even in Neverwinter Nights, when you're building your character, you can see like everything you essentially are going to get later on in the feats table, and in the class and subclass description, it tells you at what level everything unlocks. So I just have to hope I'm building this character correctly, you know, like correctly. I understand it's D&D and there's not supposed to be like a correct way of building it, but I don't get to see like what stat thresholds I need to hit or anything. Okay. Oath of Devotion. Following the ideal of the knight in shining armor, you act with honor and virtue to protect the weak. Sure. Holy Rebuke. Grant an ally a vengeful aura that deals thorns. Okay. You get thorns damage for 2 turns on 1 character. Okay. You probably just build yourself as a massive tank and just put that on yourself. Vengeance. You set aside your purity to right wrongs and deliver justice to those who have committed the most grievous of sins. Before I even mouse over this, I'm going to guess. He probably has an execute ability. You or your allies' weapon attacks. Oh. And can daze. There's a chance to daze. Hey, more attack damage is good. You or an ally's weapon. So it's a 2-turn buff for 1 person. And so the question becomes, is gaining 2 additional damage on attacks for 2 rounds worth spending an entire round of action to perform? That's not very much damage. 2 extra damage. It's one of those things that I imagine it scales quite nicely at the end game whenever like your rogue in the party is performing 5 attacks a turn. I imagine something like this, and maybe this gets better and maybe is like +5 radiant damage, and then that like gives your rogue 25 extra damage he's doing in a round. That's pretty sick. Yeah, actions and bonus actions are separate. Yeah, I imagine so. But still, what I said stands, is doing your 1 bonus action for a round worth 2 rounds of 2 extra damage. It's just something I don't know yet. But I imagine that it's something that scales quite nicely through the game. Thorns damage is always pretty good. But they have to score hits? Ugh. Alright, so riddle me this. Does AC value in this game? Does AC in armor class rating in this version of D&D still affect your ability to be hit? Yes. So thorns damage on a tank who has high AC are fundamentally 2 things that don't synergize together. Because if you don't get hit because of your high AC, you're not going to give thorns damage back. Okay. Well, these are all very interesting. The AoE heal is nice. The AoE heal is real nice because I typically don't like having dedicated healing characters in my party. And that might just become good enough to where, like, your 1 AoE heal action in potions might be able to sustain. Depends. High Constitution plus Thorns is solid. Yes, I would imagine so. A high HP pool plus Thorns is good. High AC plus Thorns, not so great, as you want to get hit. Well, that's exactly what I said. There are 2 things that don't synergize. So, what are potential high Constitution, low AC characters? I mean, it's like a barbarian. But I mean, barbarian is just like what that is. Oh, there's tank druids in this game, moon druids. Okay. So then the question becomes, because I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite one out of the three. This Thorns Aura. Do I want to dedicate 2 of my party slots for the majority of the game to a paladin tank and then a high constitution barbarian with thorns? I don't know yet. Something to keep in mind. Let's look at the other classes. Fighting style as your specialty. Sure. Oh, like mouse over. Okay. One-handed weapon with shield. Still, this is good because I don't think old D&D used to do this. Old D&D for dueling, you had to just hold a one-handed weapon with no shield. The fact they're letting you carry the shield now is quite cool. It was always something that turned me off of dueling, and I forget the class name, but there was a that used rapiers. There was like a subclass in old D&D that was really good at that. But I just didn't like having to open hand. Free rerolls on damage. It's a D20 system, so this is 10% of the time. Your lowest 10% is probably not going to roll a 1 or 2 again. It's pretty good. Oh, that's really interesting. I imagine you count yourself as an ally within 1.5 meters. Oh, that's right. All right. The hit roll is D20. Damage is, yeah, from like 4 to 12. Oh, so that's even better. So like, I believe a longsword or D10, right? So if I was doing a 2-handed longsword build, literally 20% of the time, when I roll bad on damage, I would roll again. That's pretty good. A longsword is D8 single-handed. Yeah, D10 two-handed. Yeah. One of my favorite builds in old Neverwinter Nights was just a longsword Dwarven defender who would just go in the middle of entire rooms of mobs and just be a brawler. This is really cool. Yeah. No, I'm pretty familiar with D&D weapons. You don't have to like tell me what all the damages are. Somewhere in my party will probably be a crit monster using a scythe. So this, when you have a shield, do you yourself count as an ally within 1.5 meters within the system? Do you know the answer to that? If so, this sounds really good. No, you yourself do not get the benefits. Is there T to inspect? What does disadvantage mean? Oh, makes you less likely to succeed. Roll 2 dice. So, okay. So, if an ally has disadvantage on them, the mobs are like... The mobs will know that. The enemy AI, and they'll prefer to attack me, who they won't have disadvantage on. It effectively is like a soft aggro threat. Or a soft way of taunting. That's not a hard taunt. Okay. But I gotta be really close to my allies. Okay. That's interesting. The AI is pretty smart, but it'll make your allies harder to hit. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good. Making an ally that's close to you, like a barbarian wielding a two-handed scythe, is pretty good. Yeah, they something in their AI, they like to target the squishier targets, for sure. I imagine they have some form of like diminishing returns damage table with a line going through it with like a Goldilocks zone, that if they have any targets that lie within their Goldilocks zone, they'll go for those. Alright, 2-weapon fighting. Ability modifier. To the damage of just your offhand weapon. Okay. Okay. There's a couple cool options in there. Clerics are always busted. See, so like, I know I clicked on this earlier and it said barbarians are proficient in medium armor. But then right here, yeah, they're really incentivizing you to not wear armor. Hang on, I gotta take this hoodie off. It got really hot. My computer is pumping out heat streaming this game right now. Yeah, the tank top was tucked into my pajama pants. Yeah, because like I'm really weird with textures, and so when I have a hoodie on, I don't ever want, like, it weirds me out when the like the waist of the hoodie, you know, the part that has give to it, if that touches my skin down here, it drives me crazy. So I tuck in my undershirt to make sure it never touches my skin. I know, I'm a weirdo. Okay. So Barbarian is out. Just because, like, the game is right off the bat really incentivizing you to not wear armor. And to be fair, we talked about this earlier, a high constitution barbarian using like a scythe and then taking, you know, crit modifier feats to make my crit range better instead of anything but a natural 20. Because I imagine scythes still do 3x crit in this game. I could take the Thorns Paladin. There are no scythes in the game. But there are still scythes in Dungeons and Dragons, right? So what's... I'm sorry, my brain... I'm like stun locked right now. There's no scythes. Okay. So what's the big, like, only crits on natural 20 is weapon? What's that? Because I know there's one of them in the game. No, I understand all weapons crit on 20s. But most weapons have a crit range. So, like, they'll crit on a 19 and 20 or an 18, 19, and 20. And they'll crit for, like, 1.5 or 2x damage. That's not the system anymore. There's no range on crit value anymore. It's just all weapons are 20s. And all crit is just double damage. So there's no, like, whirlwind scythe builds anymore that, like, extend the crit range on your scythe. And then you're just, like, triple damaging everything you whirlwind with cleave. That doesn't exist anymore. Am I too old for this game? Is that a thing? Am I too old for this game? Is this game actually good? I guess we're gonna find out, but I'm very okay. So, but if all weapons are normalized, why not just have scythes? Yes, this game is good, you boomer. Okay. I'll trust you. We're going to play it. But, there's a barbarian subclass that widens crit range. Okay. Well, cool. Let me see what monks are in this game. Short swords. Does it tell me what simple weapons are in what's it? I don't know what all these categories mean anymore. Okay, so what's a simple weapon if there's no scythes in this game? Yeah. Flurry of blows. Punch twice. And I imagine this does not work with, like, commas. This is only for unarmed attacks. It says punch. See, this, like, these tooltips are a bit lacking. Another class that wants you to not wear armor, which is fine. Attacks with monk weapons and unarmed attacks scale with your dexterity. Okay, but do monk weapons count as punch? Oh, I guess this has nothing to do with your weapons, right? This is just a class action. Okay. Yeah, it's key points. I bet this is just a thing that you bonus action you probably do in addition to attacking. Okay. Yep. Dex instead of your strength modifiers. Yep. Classic monk stuff. Attacks with monk weapons and unarmed attacks deal, unless their normal damage is higher. Great. After making an attack with a monk weapon or while unarmed, you can make another unarmed attack as a bonus action. These are all good. Oh my god. Okay, did they do the thing again in this game? Yeah, those are all... Okay. Yeah, those are all the same kind of weapon designations that used to exist. So, quarterstaff. So, like, this guy right here, the game presents you with a dude when you click on monk with a quarterstaff. Are you telling me that that is not a monk weapon? It is actually a two-handed weapon. Do not have the two-handed weapon. So it's actually a two-handed weapon and none of the monk stuff work with that weapon. A quarterstaff is a monk weapon. It says and. It says monk weapons are those with which the monk is proficient and which do not have the two-weapon or heavy properties. Or two-handed or heavy properties. Oh, it's called versatile in this game. It's not two-handed. Jesus Christ. Well, that's not very intuitive. So this weapon on his back is not a two-handed weapon. Sure. Okay. Two-handed weapons and heavier, like great axes, great swords, halberds, pikes, etc., i.e. weapons that have to be used with two hands. I mean, have you ever fought with a bow staff one-handed? It's probably pretty difficult. Okay, but I'll take your word for it. A bow staff is a monk weapon. You can swing one-handed and maneuver it between hands. Sure. You can also do that with all the other weapons you listed. But I get what you're saying. Well, that just kind of breaks my brain a little bit. Oh god, Ranger. Gains advantage. Uh-huh. Summons a familiar. Uh-huh. Some of you, at this point, we're pretty deep into character creation. Some of you may be asking, but Crapko, you haven't mentioned any of the smart classes. We don't cast spells in this household. We hit things with swords and hammers. And sometimes a bow. That's all. No, I know Rangers cast spells. I'm just saying, like, I don't. The pure caster classes, Druid too. Druid's also included in this. The pure caster classes have never. They've literally never done anything for me. Because I basically just want to make a Space Marine. Okay. Okay. So I'm thinking the basis of my party unless there's something. Oh no, I can't do that. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna make a tank. I'm gonna make a paladin tank. And he's gonna go thorns damage. I'm gonna go paladin tank thorns, and I will make it just part of my active decision that I'll always have some big meaty low AC character in my group that will be up in the middle of things that I will keep thorns on. We figured it out. That's okay. I don't need like I don't need previews of like every single ability. I just need like overall archetype knowledge. You know? Like that's just going to be the basis of the early game, and we'll go from there, and we'll just plug and play with everything else. Okay, so let's go to the beginning. We're going to be custom origin. I don't want to play any of these losers. He's too pale. She doesn't have a nose. He would look a lot cooler in armor. She's hot. Stop. What's up? You're fine. Bork, bork, bork. She's hot. What class? He's a warlock. He's a caster. Carlock. Carlock is hot. A little big. She got some. She like Two-Face? Is that her thing? This half of her is all good. This half of her, she fell in a vat of acid from the Joker. Is that the backstory of this character? Did I get it? This is Two-Face. Look, she even has half a horn on this side. The Dark Urge. He looks awesome. He's a sorcerer. I can't be bothered. Okay. None of these are cool to me at all. So which one of these big burly guys wears all the armor and hit stuff? She's a barbarian. Well, that means she's not going to be wearing armor. Wait. The physically smallest character is the one that wears all the armor and hit stuff? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, well, we're going to change that then. All right. Custom. Race. We're going to make a big burly dwarf. Now, I haven't seen any burly dwarves yet when I was randomizing earlier. Hopefully we can change that. If we can't change that, we might have to start back over at step 1. Let's see the race features. Very dangerous at short distances. A durable, and unyielding. Homes of stone. Finest warriors, miners, and smiths of Faerun. Dark Urge is custom character with a twist, by the way. I mean, I imagine they all have twists, right? Like when you say twist, what do you mean? Oh, it's a custom character with a forced backstory? Oh, your appearance and class can be fully customized. Oh, I see. Oh, that's neat. So this is the fully custom character, but with an in-game like lore built around it. Whereas if I make a true custom character, basically I'm just a nobody NPC walking around the world. You remember nothing, classic, but a path paved with blood. Unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to? Sure. I mean, that's better than having no background. Okay. Let's just do that then. That sounds fun. Click play on the introduction. Why? What does that do?
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world.
Is there any way to pause this?
And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife
touch me.
Writes a tragedy in blood.
God, he's so angsty. Is there... So if I pick the Dark Urge, riddle me this. If I pick the Dark Urge, is there a way to change his voice actor? Because that sounded terrible. I don't know if I can deal with potentially 100 hours of that. Yes, you believe so? Let's see. It should be on the screen somewhere, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna play as a woman. It's in a edit appearance at the bottom. Oh.
Where to next?
Interesting.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Is there any way to hear? Is there any way to not hear the woman voices? Because I have male selected.
I wonder what's back there.
More of desert. Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells. Something to...
Be wary. This place is trapped.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
The odd numbers are male. Oh, okay.
More of those wretched things.
Where to next?
Oh, that's it.
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
None of those sound like Gimli. I thought...
Be wary. This place is trapped. It's opened. More of those wretched things.
It might also change with race. Ooh. I thought this was supposed to be a role-playing game. Surely they'll give someone that sounds like Gimli to dwarves.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. There's more of those wretched things. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura. Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. This place.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things. Where to next? What was that?
Never in all I don't even know how to say this. Like, I'm trying to be funny, but I can't even come up with a joke. D&D is a video game. D&D was a tabletop version of Lord of the Rings. That's like kind of the whole point of it. I don't think I've ever heard Gimli say, I wonder what that is.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Wait, so what if you're a... What if you're a big, dumbass, 4 intelligence barbarian? All of these voices sound way too smart. This is literally only for movement and combat. There are no voice lines in the cutscenes and dialogue. Oh, for the main character? That's kind of lame. But okay. It is still weird if you're trying to roleplay as like a 4 intelligence barbarian.
It's opened.
To sound like
Wonder
that.
what's back there.
My immersion. Okay. Hang on. Let me just make sure. Where are the beards? Where are the beards? Oh, thank God. That's a small beard. There ain't never been no dwarf that looks like that. Man, this game is very non-burly man coded. What? Jesus Christ. Where's just my... Where... With the man bun. Are you telling me that in this, what some might call one of the best games, if not the best role-playing game of all time, it probably is like the best role-playing game of all time? You know, single player. I know it has multiplayer features, but like widely speaking, it's a single player game. It's not an MMO. Is my point. And it's D&D. Why can't I look like this? There's 4, 16, 32, 48. What's another? 64. Jesus, 80. There's 88 hair options. But I can't look like this. Really? Like, What's wrong with this? Does this not fit into Dungeons and Dragons? This is really distressing me. This is the biggest beard option I've got. Don't say that much. Don't say it's too hard. World of Warcraft in 2004 had dwarf hair that looked like that. You're both misrepresenting my point and also not seeing my point. Yes, I would have loved that. Isn't this a role-playing game? So what you're telling me is like some roles aren't worth putting in. I've played a lot of RPGs in my life, and this is probably the worst beard and hair options I've ever seen. Not ever. That's hyperbolic. But like one for games that get a lot of praise, that actively have dwarf races in them. This is terrible. Am I going to go with the luscious locks? It's kind of the best one so far. I'm not mad it doesn't have infinite options. I'm mad because I've played a lot of games in my life that have those options and this one doesn't. It's not infinite options. You're so bad at representing people's sides. Again, 2004 World of Warcraft dwarves looked better than this. I understand this is higher graphical fidelity, but it's a worse art direction and style. And all the while, 2004 World of Warcraft dwarves were taken straight out of Dungeons & Dragons. Is there any way to... Is this the darkest the hair gets? It's probably as dark as it gets. Okay. That one looks good. I mean, it's, you know, it's better. Oh, it looks terrible. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to general. Now that we've got the hair established, as good as it's going to get, Do dwarves in Faerun anymore not have like, you know, like I don't know what to call it, accessories in their beards or anything anymore? Okay. It's a good nose. It's a good nose on him. Ooh. He looks tired. Ooh. That's a good, strong nose. I like that. It's a little too smooth. Too smooth, too pointy. That one looks pretty good too. I think I like the old Liam Neeson nose though. This is Dwarf Qui-Gon Jinn. This is what we're going to go for. You can make the hair even darker by going black for the highlights as well. Oh, I thought I had did that. Highlights. Yeah, there is no... Oh, what's this? Oh. Why is that just not selected? Okay. I see. Okay, well. That's as dark as it gets. I don't want to... I kind of don't like how the light's reflecting off the hair. I kind of don't even want to try an orangish red. We'll just go with black hair. That always works. Do all colors for normal hair as well. There's no box here. I've selected that. And there's no box to click here. Okay, cool. All right. Well, now that we've started on the journey of the dwarf that admittedly doesn't look as good as literally any dwarf I've ever played in any RPG, but we're going. Yeah, let's have a nice eye scar. Ooh, maturity. Make him super old. Nah, this face already looks kind of old. I can't tell a difference. Oh, probably because there was no intensity. Oh. Nah. He's already got a couple moles on his skin. Nah. Ooh. Okay. Body art. Probably not. Oh, he's got stuff on already? No, take that shit off. Okay. Piercing style? This is the, this is your 21-year-old girlfriend that dumps you? That's what this piercing is called. Fastened stars. Never heard that before in my life. Wow. You've never been dumped? Your cone of life experience is so narrow. I love it. Lapis stud muffin. I can't see this one. Is there should I know more about this? Am I just uninitiated. Oh, that's probably earrings, but my ears are covered. True. Triangle. Why do you got a triangle on your nose, bro? God. Remember the 21-year-old girlfriend comment? This is the 21-year-old boyfriend. That's what this is. Ooh, it's just a tiny little thing. I can't even see that. Okay. Bull Minotaur ring. Yeah. Can I get some piercings on my beard, please? Okay, we're just gonna go with none. Those all were lackluster. Eyes. 2 different eye colors. That might be fun. Wait, what does this little box say? Oh, okay. We like green eyes. All eye colors, Jesus. Like some nice bright green eyes. Ooh. Yep. There they are. Makeup. Get the fuck out of here. The only one that's sometimes cool on dwarves is if they do the, yeah, just look more menacingly. But nah, we're just not gonna do any of that. Yeah, I have green eyes too, buddy. Green eye gang. Nope, go away. Lip tint. Can we just not? Perfect. Nice, normal lips. We've done all the hair. We've unfortunately... Why did my... What? Why is it purple? No, there's nothing to scroll on this page. That beard, like, kind of looks a little better, too. I wish it was longer, right? I just wish it was, like, literally 100% longer. Like, it came down, you know, to, like, here. But... no, we're not. If it looks like that in game, we're not going to do that. This one's called Judicious. There's nothing judicious about this beard. What's this one called? Rambling Obscenity. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait, did I ever pick my skin color? Skin color. I totally missed this. Okay. Back up. Back up. I kind of want more of a hazily burnt. Yeah. 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 What a lad. Okay. What were my race features, by the way, again? Do I remember them? Dwarf and combat training. You have proficiency with the battle axe, hand axe, light hammer, and warhammer. Inspect. Is... If you have any highlights at all, it gets pink highlights. So if you remove the highlight, that particular beard is bugged. So if you remove the highlights by decreasing the intensity, the pink goes away. Let's test that theory. We gotta pick the hair first. My bad. Facial hair, that beard, hair color, highlights. But I lose all the black in the other hair. Yeah, it looks better. Thank you. We'll keep this. I think that was a good improvement. Okay. So now, next very important question. Is the Warhammer 40K, is it one-handed or two-handed? I imagine it's one-handed. Because I bet two-handed hammers in this game have names like Maul. They're probably referred to as Mauls. Do you know? Do you have that answer for me? I mean, it's not going to change what I'm doing at this point. But Warhammer is versatile, but true two-handed is Maul. Yeah. Okay. So I can go Warhammer, shield, paladin, tank. These are my... I can do this. Very excited about this. I may even just go... I really still, in the back of my head, I'm liking that defensive proficiency on the fighter. But paladins are cool. Dark vision. Dwarven resilience. You have advantage on saving throws against poison. I hate poison, so that's great. And you have resistance to poison. Perfect. I like everything about that. Subrace. Oh my god, there's subraces. Your hit point maximum increases by 1. So nothing. And increases by 1 again every time you level. But I bet I'll beat the game around level 18 because it's D&D. So we're a level 18 like if I have any points in Constitution, I'm going to have over 300 HP. This is not worth picking for an additional 18 or 19 hit points. Shield Dwarf. Wait, do I not already have armor proficiency in light and medium armors? Oh, I bet I'll gain that when I pick my class. Yeah, so this is just a waste. Okay. Why can't I just... Do I have to remake my character if I pick one of these? Oh, wait. I'm noticing things are changing on the right side, too. Skills Arcana. That sounds like magic to me. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. There we go. 12. 12. I imagine the heart right here means I gain 12 HP a level. Uh-huh. That's just starting HP? Okay. 1 HP doesn't matter. So, farther dark vision. And you have advantage on saving throws against illusions. And against... That's awesome. That's so much better than the other two. Because getting charmed and paralyzed sucks. Okay. Okay. So, is there any way to make this guy look like how I... Oh my god, I have to do it all over again.
More of those. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can.
What? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Oh my god. Okay. So they probably just have different skin colors. No, they don't. I mean, they have more skin colors, but more or less the same things are an option. It's so frustrating. I've got to do all this over again. Okay. Blah. No scarring. Everything down. No body art. No piercings. Eyes. That nice green. No makeup. Tints were all the way down because we just want our skin color. Hair was in this row, or column, I should say. That. Oh, this is low key annoying. Highlights, intensity is all the way down, so it doesn't matter. And then grain, intensity is all the way up and as dark as it goes. Facial hair is that. And we've already got, yep, our colors. Okay. That was super annoying having to do that again. Okay. 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 Class. Paladin. They get lay on hands to heal. Sure. There's lay on hands charges, so you can't just... You probably have to rest to regain your charges, if I'm guessing. It heals and it cures all diseases and poisons. Fantastic. Divine Sense. Gain advantage on attack rolls against celestials, fiends, and undead. Good. Fuck them. Channel Oath charges. You gain the ability to channel the power contained in your Paladin Oath, which you can use to fuel certain actions. Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. When there's 3 options, and it probably changes. Yeah. Okay. Oath of Devotion Paladins. So I want to be courageous. Yep. I want to be compassionate. And I have a sense of duty. Obey just laws. Not all laws. Not all laws. Just laws. This is good. That's probably what I was going to end up doing anyways. So, we love it. Background. A wicked moment, person, or thing that cannot be slain by sword or spell. Oh, this is the Dark Urge. So I probably can't change this. Let's This is where we have fun. This is just a 40K data sheet. I'm gonna build my Redemptor Dreadnought right now. It's gonna be awesome. We want our +2 bonus to be on. Oh, I forget. Which is it? Wisdom or Charisma that Paladins use? Clerics, Druids, and Rangers. Paladins are Charisma. Okay. Yeah, it says it. It says it right here. Okay, so we want, unfortunately, a little Charisma. So we're going to return everything to neutral. And we're not the primary damage dealer in our party. We already know that. So we want our +2 bonus to be on Constitution, because we are going to actively be playing the tank, hopefully. And then our +1 bonus. So if I go up to 12 Charisma, by the end game, I should be able to get 18 Charisma. +6 items are probably super rare, but without deviating much from the main story, it'll probably just feed you a +5 item. So with the +1 bonus, that'll get us to 18 Charisma. What do you mean the highest this D&D goes is +2? Oh, you mean on items? The highest it goes is +2? Okay. So there's no longer like in old D&D, you could just basically attach a belt with your +5 or 6 to whatever attribute you needed. That doesn't exist in this D&D. Okay. So we will have to dedicate. Sure. Yeah, the highest it can go naturally is 20. I get that. But the main point here is, if I want to get 20 plus Charisma, I'm going to have to start at more than 12 in all likelihood, is your point. You're saying a lot of things I don't care about. It's okay. We're going to start at +2 Charisma. Wait, if I click this... Okay, so that's going to be... We'll spend a point there and then give it our +1. Okay. I mean, we just don't care. We just don't care about dexterity at all, right? There's probably going to be some crafting skill that cares about dexterity. So then we just pump everything. Oh, that costs 2 right there. That costs 2 just to take it up to 14. So let's get as much out of our pre-points as possible. So 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 2 points. Okay. And then we'll just... Intelligence is good. I imagine it still raises skill points. Ability points is what they call it now. Okay. Yeah, we'll raise that to 12. And then wisdom is always good. Sure, we'll just be very well-rounded, and as the game goes on, we'll basically just pump things into strength and constitution at this point. Like, we will put 1 more in constitution to get it to 16 in all likelihood. and then just pump into strength. We'll actually probably just keep strength and constitution at the same levels. You only increase stats every 4 levels. That's normal. But it is instead of taking feat. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to raise a stat or take a feat? That's what you're saying? Okay. That means we want to do this. All right. Oh, and I can change my skill proficiencies. 14, 12, 16, 14. What is it? What's recommended? Oh, they're just like, fuck intelligence. Huh. Okay. You can split ASIs, is why. You can do 1 into strength, 1 into charisma, then take resilient constitution to increase constitution by 1 and get proficiency in constitution saving throws. I don't know what any of that means, to be fair. You can split the 2 points you get when you choose to boost stats. And there are a select few feats that let you also increase stat by 1. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I feel like I still want... That goes down to 8. Yeah, I still want just the 2 extra ability points. 2 hours into stream and we're still on character creation? Yeah. Yeah. You only get bonuses when stats reach even numbers. Yes. Again, I've played Dungeons and Dragons before. I was there when the ancient texts were written. That's why I brought them all to even numbers. Scythe's critting on 20s has nothing to do with stats needing to be even numbers. Why are you bringing up Scythe? Old Scythes had a 3x crit multiplier only if you rolled a natty 20. Yeah, I know it. I know that's no longer the mechanic. I'm confused how you're relating scythes to your comment of, or me commenting on, I understand that stats need to be even numbers. I don't understand how scythes have anything to do with that. You don't know the difference began because you brought it up. You said something. You said you only get bonuses when stats reach even numbers. That's what you said. I'm quoting you right now. You get so defensive. I love you. All right. So let's change these. You may customize your skill proficiencies in the list below if you're proficient in a skill. Yep. Proficient, granted from class, inherits from background, class. And these dots, I imagine, is what I'm choosing to be proficient in. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I know you're trying to make sure I don't make wrong decisions. That's good. Yeah. Oh, so I don't, unlike old D&D where I would assign all of these right now, like these values, you don't assign the values, you just pick what you want your class proficiency to be. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, insight. These choices kind of suck. Detect lies. I like that way more than persuasion. Okay. I mean, I probably should pick religion, but just because I'm a paladin, I bet it's going to come up at one point. But fuck it. We'll just be dumb as shit when it comes to whatever religion I'm going to pick. Okay. Did we do it? Newer D&D is a little bit more on rails. Well, Ted, you're in luck because when I upload the 2-hour-long YouTube video of my character creation, you can go back and watch the rant I have about why this is my only beard selection. I do a whole Gimli rant. It's actually pretty unfortunate. This is the most God, I can't even speak. This is the most soy boy dwarf I've ever made in my life. He's not nearly burly enough. This is the biggest beard option. This is, I don't know. I like his nose. His nose looks good. It was 30 minutes of him whinging on how he can't have a long length. Wait. Something Dwarf saying this game is worse than 2004 edition WoW. Get your dates right. 2004 classic WoW Dwarves. S tier. S tier Dwarves. This Dwarf. I mean, he's okay. It's a high graphical fidelity, but the style and the art direction is lacking. I essentially just look like a fat gnome, which bothers me. I hope when I start to get more and more armor and I get beefier, I hope my shoulders go out to like here. I hope I literally get wider than I am tall. Of course, again, I see the picture of the WoW Dwarf you posted in chat. Again, you've misrepresented me. That's not the one I'm talking about. Thank you. That second picture, those are incredible dwarf beards. That's what I want to. That guy on the right, the Wildhammer clan, incredible. That's what I want to play. The Wildhammer dwarf looks so badass. And so does Magni, to be fair. Or that's not Magni. That's his son on the left. I forget his... Muradin. Oh, no, Muradin is the... It's Muradin, Magni, and then I don't know who that one's name is. I stopped caring about WoW lore a while ago. Anyways. I think we did it. I think we're ready to start. Are you guys ready? Alright, no, but to be fair, hang on. Gosh, I'm gonna pull this up on stream now. You're making fun of me and I don't like it. What did you type in to find that picture? Damn it. This is taking too long now. Okay, I'm just going to pick this one. All right. This is infinitely cooler than this. Look how tiny my feet are. Look at my little baby legs. This is just a fat gnome. This is a dwarf. That's all. That's my only point. Nice, long, luxurious beard. Look at the size of his nose is bigger than one of this character's fists. That's my only point. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Let's start. Let's start, shall we? Is there no name? I don't got to put in a name. Okay. Proceed. Enter a character name. The Dark Urge. I'm not nearly that emo. What's your name? You can call me the Dark Urge. Okay. It's kind of weird. Cancelled Specs would be that emo. Specs probably was just a scene kid, and he doesn't let us have access to any of those pictures or videos. I mean, we're going to be Crapko, because it's a nice, strong, cool name.
You need a guardian.
What's this? I need a guardian? What is this? You weren't cool enough to be a scene kid? That's okay. Secretly, no one was. Who do you dream of at night? That's what this is? I get to just make Jane Doe? I get to make a waifu now. That's what the game is telling me. Make a waifu? I need to know before I do something stupid. Follow your heart, they say. Okay, I mean, sure. We're going right there. Wait, what's body type? Why is there 4 body types for this one? If I played human, I don't know how to go back. If I played human instead of dwarf, was there also 4 body types? Could I be this massive dude? Did we Did we make the wrong decision? Well, it's too late now. I've spent 2 hours making my soy boy Dwarf. I touch the Fae. I hate the Fae. The Fae is the worst part of Dungeons and Dragons. What elves? Jeez. Get some sun. Way too pale. What elf? It looks kind of yellow. Nope. Well, that's way darker than my dwarf was. It's too tan. It's looking pretty good. Oh my god. Oh my. What is with these faces? None of these look like Jane Doe. I do like the Sailor Moon hairstyle though. Where's Elf? Is our elves just the hottest and it's not even close? What's subrace? High elf, wood elf. Okay, yeah, I can already tell. Okay. Why is that so dark? Yeah, that looks pretty good. No scarring. Yeah, yep. Body art? No thank you. Piercings? Maybe a nice earring? Oh, those are cute. Those are cute. Sad I missed the dwarf beard rant, but I feel like I arrived at a crucial moment in all of this. Yeah. None of these look like an anime rat girl. Crapko 2025. Oh, I mean... Are you trying to say Jane Doe isn't hot? Seems like a tough sell. Zoom in. I mean, we like green eyes. Ooh. No, those emerald ones were pretty. I kind of have a thing for purple and lavender eye contacts. Oh, this traditional light blue? Nah. Those look sick. All right. Makeup. No makeup. Always hot. What? That looks bad in that representation, but let's see if it doesn't look bad on the character. What's wrong with just normal shit? Can we just have normal shit? All right. Wow, Crapko not even willing to engage with some sexy tattoos. I don't know if you can see. Not a tattoo guy. I can do a whole tattoo rant if you want me to. I don't know if you can believe this, but I have opinions. Yeah, just black. That's fine. Red? No. Again, same with the male. Nice, just natural skin color. Gorgeous. I'm a big, tasteful tattoo fan. Tatted baddies for life. I'm a sucker for ink. Okay, I guess I'll do my tattoo rant. I think tattoos just limit you as a person. And not like in the material world. Like people say like, oh, like job interviews and shit. No, I don't care about any of that. I would never not hire someone because of a tattoo. I mean, like, it limits your biography, I feel. Like it limits the amount, like they like the saying, a picture is worth 1,000. Geez, I can't speak. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I think a tattoo limits those words because it's a piece of 2D art that may be very nice, but it's like, well, why did you pick that? Why did you want that on your body? And there's only like kind of so much you can say with that. And I would much rather just have an infinite number of things that can be used to describe me. I don't know. That's probably not like right or correct or kosher, but that's just kind of always the way I've thought about it. Like behind me, I have this big wall art poster of what's her name? Shinobu, right? That can only be described so many ways. And it's taken up space on a blank canvas. And in a room, that's fine. But if my body is the blank canvas, I'd much rather like just not hold myself down and define things that way, if that makes any sense. So instead, you would rather people not ask questions about your body because it has infinite meanings. Nods without comprehension. It means that, like, I'm perfectly happy with my body and I've never felt the need to change it. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And by adding something permanent to my skin, I feel like, and obviously I'm not trying to speak for everyone that have tattoos, but in my brain, how I interpret it is I must not have been happy with that piece of skin, so I augmented it in some way. This is the same reason I don't have piercings, by the way. Like, piercings, I can have this exact same thought process with piercings. This is kind of how I think. I'm obviously, like, I know I'm kind of crazy. I don't think everyone should think like that. I'm just trying to explain, put my own thoughts, like, into words type thing. But anyways, back to my hot-ass waifu. Hair. Yeah, this is like the most important part, right? Now, where is the where's the slider? I haven't seen any sliders. The explanation started off kind of wild, but you brought it around. I understand what was going on by the end. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to explain, but it's one of those things more of like it's easier to feel than it is to explain, you know, like some type of, you know, ephemeral or spiritual experience. But yeah, like it's once you get it, like I feel like it kind of makes sense. Even if you don't agree with it, it like makes sense. This just sounds like commitment issues masquerading as galaxy brain. I can't find a design I would like forever. That's why I don't have one yet. Yeah, no, what I'm saying something much more profound than that. I'm saying I don't believe it's possible to produce a 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional image that I think looks better than my skin. Does that make sense? Again, it's like the same line of reasoning is what my brain goes through, like why I don't get piercings or anything like that. Anyways. I often have big opinions. I don't even know what that means. Anyways, where's Sailor Moon? This hairstyle doesn't really work when it's not on an anime character with huge eyes. It's okay. We're gonna find something. And why am I like looking like up at the character? Can I not like get more eye level with the character? Why do I gotta be looking up? No. Although this type of hairstyle, those type of big buns and knots, I do think are attractive in real life, not in a video game. Okay. No. Looks okay. No. Nope. We're starting to get something. This one braid back into the ponytail. Massive yes. That's a keeper. Today we learned Crapko's a fan of the bum pit. What the hell is that? What is a bum pit? Too neat. Cute, but no. Ooh. Very stylish. I don't like these little rat tails coming out. Wait, hang on. Let me see. You've posted a picture of Bump It. This is, yeah, the thing you hide inside of hair to give it volume. Yeah. Sometimes those do a lot of work. Very cute. Tinkerbell. Karens have just ruined this hairstyle, right? This used to be like a good hairstyle, and now it's just ruined. This is like, this is the Uber Karen. Again, I remember liking this hairstyle when I was younger. Not really. It's fucking wash your hair. That's all that one says. Not really a dreadlock fan. Although it is aesthetically pleasing. Every second we get closer to enlightenment. Guys, I'm not that complicated. This is almost cute, but this is like a person that can't make up their fucking mind. Like, just pick something. Jesus Christ. That's cute. My ex-wife used to always put her hair in these. Her hair was longer, but that's how the top would always look. It was always cute. Oh, that looks cool. It doesn't. The ears are what ruin it. Elf ears don't go with that. Again, like the whole Nordic fucking dreadlock thing. I say Nordic. Pretty sure it was that damn Viking show that popularized it. I'm not even sure if it is Nordic, but looks like the evil high school antagonist in every anime. Nice simple look. This is your average 19-year-old that tries to cut their own hair. That's what this look is. I believe, is that what this one's called? What does it say? Does it have a name? The portrait model. Okay. Oh, this one's cute. Oh my god. There's a very famous instance of Scarlett Johansson wearing this exact hairstyle. This hairstyle does something for me. Not the pigtails in the back. But I don't know. That one is weird. But I think it's just Scarlett Johansson, right? That's the reason I like it, is because Scarlett Johansson did it once and she can basically do whatever she wants. That one's cute. Doesn't one of the main character, the vampire guy, has this haircut, right? That's just his haircut? Okay. So she can't have that. I don't want to be reminded of Vampire Man. Yeah, a lot of these just aren't good. What the fuck is this? Is this called the Grima Wormtongue? What is that one called? Pyrrhus? I don't know. Very powerful haircut. Again, the elf ears kind of ruin it. I mean, I think so far there's only been one clear winner. I can think of another. What was that? What's the movie? Ted, the the movie with Scarlett Johansson, and it's like a not a mockumentary, but it's the biopic of the old film director that did the girl getting stabbed in the shower. God, I'm so bad with names. You know what movie I'm talking about. And the Alfred Hitchcock. The movie about Alfred Hitchcock with Scarlett Johansson in it. She wears this haircut through like half of that movie. Big Scarlett Johansson fan. I don't know if you guys could tell. Charlize Theron reminds me of that. I am a sexy bitch. Should I just give her the exact same hairstyle that my main character has? Why can't I just get a couple of those in my beard? The receding hairline is a little off-putting to me. Powerful. This is when you were 23 and you woke up at some woman's house and you took her to IHOP in the morning. That's what this is. These are towards the bottom, kind of not get what is this? This is I'm pretty sure this is a male Final Fantasy character, right? Yeah, all these at the bottom are not getting better. That one's cute. That's a good one. Very powerful. The Sephiroth. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, no, that's kind of more classical elf. Almost Sephiroth, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't seen anything that comes close. That one at the very beginning. I love curly hair. Alright, where was it at? Where is it at? Yep. This one's great. Alright, hair color. I mean, she's an elf. Do we go full Sephiroth? Nah. Blonde strawberry. Blonde strawberry 2. Blonde strawberry 3. I like 2 more. Huh. Let's start there. Let's see what we can get out of that. Highlights. Ooh. That looks sick. Reminds me of like a cream of strawberry popsicle. Very nice. No grain. Yeah. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes into stream. I think we're ready. I've made my soy boy Dwarf. I've made my waifu. Venture forth.